In order to assess the professional development of the teachers, it is a good practice that the school heads, they call for an external assessment of the teachers. Sometimes the heads, they ignore the professional development done by the teachers because they meet the teachers every day and they do not recognize the changes that are taking professionally in their teachers. Therefore, it is a good practice to invite people from external agencies to assess the learning taking place in the schools and the classroom, along with making observations of the teachers by external agencies. This is often done in the West. There is an external agency which visits the school and gives a report of the classroom learning of the students and how the teachers are using new methodologies, and then they interview the teachers and ask them whether they are working on their professional development or not. The teachers need to put in whatever they are doing professionally in order to improve themselves. They may say they are doing some voluntary work. They may name some charities with which they are working and professionally developing the understanding of the learning of the children. They may say they are going for some further studies. There is an option of doing workshops which the teachers may mention to the people who are interviewing them. So by getting all this information, these external agencies, they look at the classroom learning of the students, they look at the teaching practices of the teachers, whether the teachers are using the recent activities and recent methodology or not, and whether the teachers are able to self-reflect and then work on some areas in order to develop themselves professionally, and are they taking up some steps in order to improve their professional activities. Like, for example, going for courses, going for workshops, doing some online activities, working with projects, making a school project, keeping a portfolio, etc., etc. So there are many ways in which these agencies would be able to assess the professional development of the teachers and also their teaching methodology and strategies in the classroom, by which they would be able to grade the school, whether that school has capable and qualified teachers relevant to recent teaching techniques in order to make the learning of the students possible. So this is a good way if the heads want to have an external rating done by some organization which they feel comfortable with in order to get an overall assessment of the school, the teachers and the students. Sometimes it is also possible to just invite some guest in the school and then ask the guest to look at specified focused areas. And one of this area can be professional development of the teachers. The person who visits may be asked to look at this area, whether the teachers are developing themselves professionally in order to come up to the mark of the students' learning in the recent times, because the students need more than what they needed in the previous years. So in order to see whether the teachers are also coming up to that mark by professionally developing themselves, the external agencies or the guest who is visiting can always comment on that and focus on that area, whether that area is being looked after by the school. The school heads should always encourage the teachers to participate in workshops, enroll themselves for any further courses, even some courses which could be part-time, and the heads can always make a timetable suitable for the teachers to attend those classes so that the teachers are not discouraged to follow a professional development course.